Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. Happy Memorial Day. I hope all of you guys are out there with family and friends and enjoying yourself, but I want to give a big special thank you to those men and women who protect our freedom here in the United States. I've got 3 beautiful children, and they are living in a place where they get to be completely themselves and have the freedoms that most people, even just our own family members, didn't enjoy a few decades ago. So I thank you again for your service, and on this day we honor you and keep you in memory. Now, keeping in line with that, I want to talk about the preservation of history. I'm going to make this one brief today because I know you got barbecues and you got things going on that you're going to do. But you should try to set something up to preserve the history of your family for your children. Now, back in the day, this used to mean photographs, right? Scrapbooks. And your mom or your grandma would go into the attic or pull, a treasure chest out and open it up, and there'd be all these old photos and just stacked up and piled up, and they'd go through and tell you stories, right? Well, in the digital age that we live in now, all that stuff's uploaded to the cloud and on email and thumb drives and external hard drives and all that type of stuff. But we even have things like video cameras. Our cell phones can record anything, right? So let's use those things to our advantage. Now, one of the things I did to preserve my dad's history as a young man was I sat him down in front of a microphone and we started to go from what he remembers as his earliest childhood memory all the way through to present day. Now, that developed into a whole podcast series, which we're going to be releasing pretty soon here. But what it also did was gave me a piece of history and time that I'm able to share with my kids when they get older. Now, I'd love it if my kids turned around and interviewed me and had me share my life story, but if they don't, I can still make videos for them or do a podcast recording for them. I can do all of those things because I want them to be able to look back on what the Harrison family was all about. I want them to be able to have a digital memory of me to where they can turn something on and see me speak directly to them, say I love you to them, share my story with them. But you know what else it does? It helps your kids understand who you are. Now, my first son, he was born when I was 25, right? And he thinks that my life is basically from the time he was born until his current day age now. Now he knows a little bit about my college days and he's seen some highlight tapes with respect to my old high school football days. But I'm not even sure if he really comprehends that, like, Daddy had a full life of, all the way up to 25 years before you were even present. And the first couple years of your life, you don't even remember. So really for like the first 28 years, there was things going on with me that you weren't even a thought, right? So by being able to show him who I am, what I've been through, the circumstances and situations in my life. Oh, you guys hear that? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but those are the different helicopters coming around for Memorial Day. They're doing some sort of flyover. But anyways, it allows me to give him insight and perspective on who Dad is. Right? When I did this show with my father, now my dad has always been honest with me and told me a lot about his upbringing. So when there came times of incarceration or drug addiction or anything like that, I really understood how that unfolded in his life. He had to be on the streets by himself starting at the age of 11 or 12. What else are you going to do? Especially back in those days as a black male. Right? So it gave me a better understanding of all the things he's been through and why some things turned out the way they did in his life and why others didn't, especially in knowing his character a little bit more. So I want my kids to be able to understand me as a whole person, to be able to have even stronger love and bond and appreciation for me and all that I do for them, as well to understand that all I've been through and how I'm keep pushing through. So I'm preserving history for my children. So I got a challenge for you or an activity for you that I think is going to be great. Take some time once a week maybe once a month. Sit down, pull up a microphone, pull up a voice recorder, pull up a camera on your, phone, and start to tell your story. Tell it to your kids. Save that on a flash drive. Share it with them when they become adults as some sort of gift. Maybe, as you're getting ready to part ways out of this world. But keep that history for them. They'll love it. They'll need it, especially for folks who don't have a lot of history. I don't know anything beyond my parents, really. My grandparents passed away either when I was extremely young or they were never around in the first place. So this is the beginning stages of our history and our legacy that we know. And I want to preserve this for as long as possible so that my great, 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 great grandchildren can open up a time capsule and try to figure out how to play a USB or convert it to whatever they got now, and hear me speak about where the Harrison name came from. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D. Click the subscribe button. All social media at rebirthbx. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website, rebirthbx.com. Again, enjoy your day, but don't forget what it's all about. Happy Memorial Day.